Hello, Jim? Yeah, Jim? You in the back. You in the back. Yeah, yeah. You're gonna pay how much? How much are you going to pay for lost cards? Is this really the Lost Legends that they were looking for? Hasbro creates their own absolute mess of a situation that they need to dig the hell out of, and they have no way to go at this point. They dug a hole so deep that it's filled a landfill. But what a web Hasbro has weaved for Magic the Gathering and Wizards of the Coast. They came out of the open gaming license debacle into the fray of Magic the Gathering, and now every single person can see front and center how this company wants to run their business. They don't care about the dollars that you're going to spend. They don't care the fact that they're putting out a set that's going to be $500 for a booster box that they think people will like. They don't, especially with the new cards that were spoiled that we're going to cover here today. Back in November 2022, the Bank of America downgraded their stock because they're making too many Magic the Gathering cards. Fast forward to today, and you get pictures like this out of a landfill, secret layers, thousands of Magic the Gathering cards completely and utterly destroyed. Yeah, that's right, Hasbro. We've been watching. Everyone knows where you lie today. And it's not for the consumer. You're here destroying the environment, even though you have a recycling program to send these cards to a school. I'll get into that. Guys, if you are holding Magic the Gathering cards, there is a program sponsored by Hasbro and by the American government that will recycle any Hasbro board game or toys to schools. Yet, all of this lands in a landfill. You know how much goodwill there would have been if they actually took this to a school and dumped it on their doorstep instead of going to a landfill? Oh, wait, they've produced too much Magic the Gathering. How does the FTC not get involved on this? How do they not sit there and fix this crap out of this anti-consumer BS we are seeing out of this company? This is absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting to see all of these cards go to waste when they have a recycling program. Or is this really the recycling program? This landfill is a place that makes mulch. So this is going to feed your trees in the future for when you want to sit there and fill her up. But hey, this isn't even the biggest deal because someone pulls out of the dumpster or this gets spoiled from Wizards of the Coast to try and sidestep this travesty of cards in a landfill. And they spoil Aragorn from the upcoming Lord of the Rings set. You know, what is the quote that Tolkien says that evil can only twist? They can never create. They only wish to destroy. The pale, stern-faced, silver-eyed Aragorn, which is well-known lore for Lord of the Rings. But who cares? Who cares? Let's put Teferi on a card because that's the artist that is going to put it out there. Let's make Aragorn played by Teferi. Like, this is what it comes down to. This is what it looks like to me. It doesn't look like anything out of the ordinary for Wizards of the Coast nowadays because, you know, they got to sit there and hit all the check marks down the line, all the check marks, you know, because this is the major check mark down the line was destroying all of these cards. Lots of infinity in there, I see. Lots of infinity, right? Unfinity or whatever. Oh, let's load some more images. Oh, we got a video here of it literally being made into mulch. Oh, look, they found secret layers. You know, the print to demand secret layers. Yeah, print to demand secret layers. This is it's absolutely disgusting and corporation greed, all just to placate a few people online. So you know, you can throw Lord of the Rings creator Tolkien out the window. D&D was created from Lord of the Rings. It was inspired by Lord of the Rings to create D&D for Gary Gygax back in the day. Stuff like this, you want to put stuff like this for your marketing. This would have been a slam dunk of a set. All they had to do was stick to the actual lore. But no. They've got to throw everything of Tolkien's work out the window, change it, and it's no longer Tolkien's work. This is now Wizards of the Coast version of Lord of the Rings. It's their reimagining for the new generation. That's right. This is the reimagining. This is, you know, where it goes today. $500 for a booster box. So good luck. Have fun with that. However, I do have to say, let's break the card down just a little bit. You can't really see the bottom there. Is there something I can do here? Okay, let's look at this a little bit closely. Magali Velvenu is the same artist that had the Elish Norn leak / spoiler / judge promo for spoiler season to leak out there for people to talk about. So similar, same artist as what was on there before. So let's think about this for a second. This is Mythic card 287 of the Universes Beyond, because it's missing the promo stamp there. I believe this might be the Commander series for the Lord of the Rings, because they are getting a full set. It's a full modern set with Commander decks, everything like that. You have a humanoid elf noble, which some people are saying this translates to high, which would be high elf, which would be a noble elf, plain and simple. And it's Aragorn and Arwen together. We're seeing this with Phyrexian March of the Machines. This is the newest template of cards being combined two characters into one card, which is a brand new mechanic. Why would it scroll over into Lord of the Rings? So to me, this, I do not believe, is a final rendition of this card. I believe this was a test proof or a test version of the card. And I have a funny feeling the text, maybe even the picture, will change. But I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think it's going to change at all, because this was already spoiled a long time ago that suddenly Aragorn is no longer the paled-faced ranger. Tolkien's work is completely dishonored by putting something like this out there. It's not showing honor to it all. There were many different people in Lord of the Rings, but you got to take the lead character and make him Shaft. Could you imagine if Daniel Craig played Shaft? How up in arms people would be? I know I would be. So why wouldn't I be up in arms over this stuff? Why should people have to sit here and take this? Oh, I get it. If you talk ill of this, they're banning you from subreddits, Facebook groups, everywhere on the market, because you're saying it's telling everyone else out there, because they disagree with this type of thing, you're a bad person. This set is going to be $500 for a booster box, and now Wizards of the Coast is going to be able to sit there and say, oh, because you didn't buy it, you're racist. Because you didn't pony up enough money, you're a racist. That's what this is. This is a race-baiting nightmare of a scenario out of Wizards of the Coast. It's absolutely ridiculous that they go there. And yet, they're not overprinting cards. They're not overprinting them. They're not putting them out there. They didn't put out their Magic 30 cards and then destroy them in this same landfill. It could be placed. It could be just something that's placed there, but maybe stick to the channel. If you're not subscribed to this channel, I might have something coming up that will be of interest of a lot of you. I used to play Magic the Gathering. I used to play MTG Arena quite frequently. I used to play a lot of the viewers, and there is days that I kind of miss that, but stuff like this, where they're destroying cards, throwing them out there when they have a recycling program that's available for them to recycle them, when they completely ignore Tolkien's work and just take his name for it because the name alone will sell stuff. What's going to happen here? What's going to happen here? The 18-year-old that opens up these packs and they open them up and they're like, oh, I want to get an Aragorn. The Lord of the Rings set. I love Lord of the Rings. I love this. I want to get an Aragorn. They open up Aragorn and then they see this. What are they going to think? Someone that was engrossed in the lore of the situation. Sure, some people are okay with this. Maybe it's on the same front as my premier, my Prime Minister of Canada here, where he sits there and dulls up his face and wears a turban and goes to a Halloween party in complete and utter blackface. I don't really think it's appropriate. It's absolutely ridiculous at this point that one of the premiers of the freaking free world is still in office today after trampling protesters, after yeah, I don't know. That's where we are nowadays. If you go against the norm, you're castrated, you're destroyed, your bank's accounts get frozen. You talk out about this stuff, you're labeled things that you're not. My grandfather fought in the war, and he was African American or African Canadian. I know where I came from. I hope you guys do too, because this type of thing is absolutely ridiculous. Long-standing Tolkien lore. It doesn't mean that you put something like this out there and say, "Oh, this is the lore now." If it came down to where they recast Lord of the Rings, oh yeah, Lord of the Rings is getting new movies. They're redoing all the movies only after 20 years. I say don't touch them, because the Peter Jackson movies, I think, were fine. The Hobbit, I think, were fine. The Hobbit didn't need to be 3 movies, but that's where we're at. I miss artists like the one above me, Therese Nielsen. She and her wife, they got ousted from the Magic the Gathering community because they had views like this. Because they thought everyone should be themselves and everyone should do things properly. And now we know why. Now we know why Therese Nielsen is no longer drawing for Magic the Gathering. It's a real shame. And why some other artists are on the hit lists for similar things. It's absolute travesty to see Tolkien's work get completely slandered and degraded to this level. Spend your money where you want. I'm not going to tell you not to buy it, but I am going to tell you, you better support this channel, because when it comes down to it, I'm desperate need of cash. And if you got $500 for that, throw a couple bucks my way. Maybe hop on the Patreon, because I really could use the help. Thanks for watching. I'm your proud Canadian Phoenix, Cinder Shadow. Have yourselves a great day. Don't forget to like and subscribe.